Welcome back everyone to another mod look video for Farming Simulator 22. I'll jump right in and show you what mods dropped for the 4th of March 2022. So we'll jump right in and have a look. Up first we have the big water pack. This is by Pysel, 2.70 megabytes to download. In this pack you get a stone well for 3 slots right here. You get this hydrant here for 2 slots. Then you get this hydrant for 2 slots. Then we get the small hydrant for 1 slot. The red hydrant for 1 slot. We get the yellow hydrant for 2 slots. We get this hydrant for 1 slot. We get the manual water pump, which is also down as a hydrant for 1 slot, and then we get this one here at the end for 2 slots. All the water that you get from here is free from every single one of these. You don't have to buy it, and I'll just show you that. I have a tanker here, so I can come up to the well, fill up, doesn't charge me any money. Come to these ones, again, no money charged, and yeah, no money charged. The water is free. You'll find all these guys under your construction menu, under buildings, under containers. They're right there. They're all the ones here labelled with lizard. So you get the stone well for $5,000. You get the first hydrant for $5,000. Actually, they're all $5,000. But then you get the little red upright hydrant, the little twin hydrant, the red hydrant, the yellow hydrant, the opened hydrant. You get the manual pump, which is also a hydrant there for $5,000, and then you get the timber tub with manual pump hydrant there for $5,000 as well. So that's where you'll find them, guys, in there. Just look for the hydrants and wells with lizard written under them. Very cool. Okay, moving on from the hydrants, guys, we have the small square liquid manure tank by Michael LS, 2.77 megabytes to download, will take 4 slots on console. That is this guy right here, so we can load and unload our slurry into this tank. It has a 100,000 litre capacity, which doesn't sound like a lot when it comes to slurry, but the bonus is we can add this guy here, which is an extension tank. It also has 100,000 litres. Both of these will take 4 slots on console. This is the only one here, the first one, that you can load and unload from, or 2. This one's just as an extra extension to the first one. Nicely detailed. Concrete looks like old weathered concrete. Couple of bricks there. You have the slurry hose coming out. So very nice indeed. You'll find these under constructions, under buildings, under silos. Is the first one, which is the liquid manure tank. $10,000 to place on your farm for 100,000 litres of storage. And the other one you'll find will be under the same buildings, under silo extensions, and it's there at the end, $10,000 also, and you can place as many as the tanks as you need. You can even meld them up there if you wish, and yeah, just adds an extra 100,000 litres of storage capacity. Yes, they are very nice indeed from Michael LS. Alright, we'll move on, guys. The next one is this one right here. This is the Meridian storage yard. Maladine modding, 1.30 megabytes to download. This will take 9 slots on console. Has a capacity of 300,000 litres. and you fill up along the front here, just near that icon. You can come here and you can buy water, lime, liquid fertilizer, seed, herbicide, solid fertilizer back to water. So that's all it holds: water, lime, liquid fertilizer, seeds, herbicide, solid fertilizer. Then you can pick the amount of each one you wish to buy. You can fill them up. I'm pretty sure it will hold each of those products to 300,000 litres. So if you're role playing, you could use this as like a council fill up, or you've had a delivery and your tanks are full, and then use it to empty and then keep going on your way. It is a nicely detailed facility. Do like how it has street lights, which I'm pretty sure will light up automatically of a night time. I do like the detailing of the liquid see-through gauge up the sides, and your little shed here to look after it. Very nice. Don't mind that. But yes, that is the Meridian storage yard. Moving on from there, we have these. These are the greenhouses with seed and fertilizer by Happy Mole. 3.78 megabytes to download. You get a small, medium and large in this pack, and they are basically just like the base game ones. The only difference is you now have to supply seed and fertilizer along with your water to these ones. So if you want to play a little bit more realistic, then this is probably the greenhouse pack for you. They all work exactly the same. So I'll just jump in and show you guys. I've got my tanker of water here. If I can reverse, don't reverse like me. So we add our water. Just empty the tanker. The small one doesn't quite hold a full tanker. Holds about 6,000 litres, I think. And then we now need to supply seed. So we can just buy the big bags, and we drive over the spot, and you can see near the bags there, unloads the seed. And then we can then supply our, oops, wrong button. We can then do the same and supply our fertilizer, same spot, just over the bags there. Now that we've supplied all three of those, we can come in here to our little spanner icon and click on that. Go to productions, and we can pick what we want to grow. So we've got tomatoes, lettuce or strawberry in the small one, so we can pick which one we want to grow on both sides. So we'll put tomatoes on one side, lettuce on the other. So the recipe is 16 litres of water to 2 seeds, and then oh, maybe I need manure as well. I didn't know I needed manure. Why is that one running? Strawberries? It's weird that... Oh, okay, I get it. So it'll take manure as fertilizer, or you can use... Yep, you don't pick a side, you pick what fertilizer you're using. So because I don't have manure, I can't use those bottom three. So the top three are the ones to use solid fertilizer. So we'll grow some tomatoes and strawberry. My mistake, guys, sorry. At least I realized for you. So the bottom tomato, lettuce and strawberries, as you can see, the recipe is 16 water, 2 seeds, 3 manure. Give you 48 strawberries, 11 lettuce and 25 tomatoes. And then on the top ones, which uses the solid fertilizer. It's 16 water, 2 seeds, and it doesn't have a value for the fertilizer. As you can see, it's running away there. And you can just come back out. Plants are planted in my boxes, and the pallets will show up there in the spawn point. That's very nice indeed. They're nicely detailed. It's the same with the medium one here. So you add your water there, seed there, let's say fertilizer or manure there, and then open it up, go in and set it the same way. Then we have the large one down the end here, which works the same as the medium. Manure there, seed there, water there, and then your pallets will show up along the side there. But you'll find all of these guys under construction, under production, under greenhouses. You have the 3 base game ones there, which just take water. But like I said, you want to play a bit more realistic. You've got the 3 modded ones here, so they take manure or solid fertilizer, water and seed. All 3 of them, they all take 1 slot on console. You can just place them at will. I do like that concept. That is very cool. Okay, moving on from the greenhouses, guys, we do have this fella right here. This is the Lizard Cultivator 13 tines. It is a 3-meter cultivator. There are no options on it, but I'll jump in the shop and show you that. But yeah, it just does what it says it does. It cultivates to 3 meters. We connect it up, we drop that down, and away we go. It is a deep cultivator, so it does bring stones to the surface, as you saw just there. Yes, very nicely detailed cultivator there. You can see all the springs and the tines and everything like that. So you'll find this guy under your tools menu, under cultivators. It's right there at the end. The Lizard Cultivator 13 tines, $3,500 to buy. Requires 80 horsepower. Will work at 3 meters in width and will run at 15 kilometers per hour. Like I said, there are no options. It is how it is, and that's how you get it. But not a bad little 3-meter cultivator at all. Moving on next from the cultivator, we have this guy here. We have the Joskin Trans Space 8000. It is a dry goods trailer, like most of the tipper trailers. It's very nicely detailed, and it comes in the Joskin colours, but you'll find that one, guys, under trailers. Right there at the end. Trans Space 8000, $35,000 to buy. Holds 31,000 litres of all your dry products. Wheel options, you have Trailerborg, Michelin, BKT, Nokian, back to Trailerborg. Trailerborg we have wide or standard. Michelin we have standard. BKT is standard. Nokian is standard. I do like the look of those Nokian tyres. And back to Trailerborg, and your number plate option there at the bottom. Very nice trailer for moving your goods around. It should get you out of trouble. Yeah, so moving on from the Joskin Trans Space, that was brought to us by Stefan Modding. 4.96 megabytes to download. It would only take 4 slots on console. But yes, now we're moving on from that. We have the Ropa Kila 2 JD75530 by... sorry, I read that wrong. It's just the Ropa Kila 2. It comes to us from JD75530 Chris. It is 14.49 megabytes to download. Will take 17 slots on console. It is this guy back here. So it is this big yellow thing here. It is a potato harvester. So L1 and X will unfold it like so. You go out into your potato field, you lower the harvester header. It harvests at 1.5 meters in width. So as you can see, the header lift up and down there, and then that'll harvest them, pick them up. That will drag them up there, all the way up into the bin there and along the belts, and then it'll catch them in this. And for unloading, it will just come out this chute here. We do have one of these in base game. And you'll find this one, guys, under tools, under potato technology. Right there at the end, a Ropa Kila 2, which is a modded version of that guy there. Although the base game one does work at a wider width at 1.8, but every other stat is the same. So it requires 200 horsepower, will hold 10,000 litres of potatoes, works at 1.5 metres, not your 1.8, and runs at 10 kilometres per hour. Options are wheel brand. We have Trailerborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trailerborg. On the Trailerborg we have wides and twin narrows, back to wides. Michelin, twin narrows, wides. BKT, narrows, wides. Vredestein, we have wides, narrows, wides. And back to Trailerborg. Work lights, we have standard, additional work light. So if you have a look, it puts a work light there under the beacon, and also puts one up there on that little bar right in front of the conveyor belt. Beacon light, we have standard or option 2, which looks like it turns it into an LED beacon possibly. And then we have rim color, anything on that palette, so yellow, grey or black. License plate number option at the bottom. But that's the Ropa Kila 2, guys. Moving on from there, we have the Joskin Waygo loader, which is this little green fella here. This comes to us by White Bull Modding. It is 3.92 megabytes to download, will only take 3 slots on console. It is basically a low loader, but does have straps, so you can move pallets and small machinery on this trailer. It does have the wheel ramps at the back. To close them up, it's L1, and up and down on the right stick will raise and lower the ramps, like so. You have tension belts, and yeah, that's basically the trailer, guys. You'll find this under tools, down here under low loaders. It's right there at the end. The Waygo loader, 8,500 to buy. Options are without grid or with grid, just puts that grid bar on the front. We have rim color, anything on the main game palette there if you wish, and then license plate number at the bottom like always. But yeah, not a bad little Joskin low loader. Could do a fair bit on the farm with that one. Whew, okay. Up next after that, guys, we have this little fella here. This is the CaseIH Puma series by Blower. 15.76 megabytes to download, will take 15 slots on console. And that's the wrong tractor. This is the guy we want. Have beacons, lights, horn. There's a very nice engine sounds on this. A few options on this one too, guys. You'll find this under vehicles under medium tractors. It's right there at the end. CaseIH Puma series, $179,000 to buy base model. Can be upgraded from 225 horsepower to 270 horsepower. Will run at 50 kilometers per hour. Wheel brand options, we have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredestein and Nokian. Back to Trailerborg. Under Trailerborg we have standard wide tyres with weights, twin rear tyres, twins all round, narrows to protect your crop if you have crop destruction on. Back to standard. Same with Michelin, we have standard wheel weights, wide with weights, twins all round, narrows. Back to standard. Continental is all the same as well. Midas, wheel weights, wide with weights, rear twins, standards, there's no narrows under Midas. BKT, we just have wide with weights, that is it. Vredestein, we have wheel weights, wide weights, rear twins all round, narrows, standard. Nokian, we have wide and communal. GPS receiver, we can put that on the top. It doesn't do anything for console, but if you do like the look of it up there, you can add it for a bit of more realism, or you can just have it off. We do have the front weight option, which is on it as standard, or we can change that to a 3-point link. Either way, a bit more versatile with the 3-point link. We have front loader attacher, we have quick, power or none. Then we have the 185 CVX for 225 horsepower, the 200 CVX for 245 horsepower, the 220 CVX for 260 horsepower, 240 CVX for 270 horsepower, and then back to your 185. We then have main colour, anything there on that palette, which isn't a whole lot, but you've got standard red, special red, which is what I went for, gives you that sort of high gloss metallic red, and you've got black, and then your white, or a bit more of a beige, but looks nice, could be a pearl white. And we have rim color, we have standard black or white, depending on what you want to go for, and then your license plate number at the bottom. But that is the CaseIH Puma series, guys. Very nice little tractor. Following him we have this truck right here. This is the MAN TGS 18.500 Kipper by Saltbart NDL Community. 9.37 megabytes to download. We're using 15 slots on console. So it is a dump truck or tipper truck. Does have a cover, so if we hold L1 and press left on the directional pad, the covers will open in a nice smooth animation, and we can go here and fill it up with seeds, total mixed ration, forage, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, snow, road salt, lime, pig food, stones, mineral feed, manure, solid fertilizer, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, olives, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet cut, sugar canes, and back to seeds. So it does take all your dry crops. We do have beacons, we do have lights and work lights, driving lights, a nice sounding truck horn. We have dual steering axles on the front there, as you can see. Very nice truck indeed. You'll find this guy's under vehicles, under trucks. Right there, the Man TGS Kipper, 279,500 to buy. Has 500 horsepower, manual transmission, will run at 80 kilometers per hour, holds 49,000 litres of all that gear. Options are under wheel brand, we have Trailerborg, Continental, BKT, back to Trailerborg. Under Trailerborg we have standard, wide and standard. Continental just wide, BKT's just wide. So Trailerborg's the only one we have options under. Main colour, anything on that palette there. So we could have it Lemkin blue, dark grey tub on the back, and then rim colour, anything on that palette as well if you like. So the palette choice for all three of those are the same, and license plate number at the bottom. Although the visor doesn't change, that's a little bit annoying. I have a blue truck, green visor. Fair enough. Yep, still green no matter what colour you pick. That's okay. But yeah, that's the Man TGS Kipper. Moving on from there, we have the big brother of the Puma series. We have the CaseIH Magnum AFS Connect US EU series by CaseIH Modding. 32.50 megabytes to download. This will use 27 slots on console. Very chunky lad because it has the big LSW wheel option, which I absolutely love. Engine sounds phenomenal. That sounds just nice as. Has a horn, beacons, lights, working lights. You can open and close the door by holding R1 and moving the right stick up and down. And yeah, that's it. There's quite a few options on this, guys, so we'll jump in and have a look. You'll find this under vehicles, under large tractors. Right there, CaseIH Magnum AFS Connect series, $312,000 to buy. Base model can be upgraded from 374 horsepower up to 435 horsepower. Has a variable CVT transmission, 50 kilometers per hour is its travel speed. And then under wheel brand we have Michelin, Lizard, Trailerborg, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Michelin. Under Michelin we have standard, singles, rear jewels with weights, jewels all round with weights, back to singles, singles 2, rear jewels with F hubs. Doesn't actually put jewels on the back, but it puts the hubs on ready for the jewels. Then we have the rear jewels 3 just puts the weights on. Then we have jewels all round 2, which just changes the hub in the center there. Your rear jewels 3 just puts a weight on the back tires. Then we have wheel weights, so standard wheels with wheel weights. Then we have wides, wide tyres and weights, rear twins all round and back to standard. Under Lizard we have singles, rear jewels with front hubs, rear jewels with front hubs 2, rear jewels with front hubs and weights. Then we have jewels with weights. We have the LSW, which are the big chunky boys I went for. I think they look so awesome. And we've got the LSWs with weights. We have the crawler track option with dual front wheels. Back to singles. Under Trailerborg we have standard wheel weights, wide with weights, rear twins all round, crawler track broad. Crawler track at 3 meters, back to standard. Continental, we have standard wheel weights, twins all round, back to standard. Midas, we have standard wheel weights, wide with weights, rear twins all round, standard. BKT, standard wheel weights, wide with weights, rear twins all round, back to standard. Bredestein, we have standard wheel weights, wides with weights, rear twins all round, standard. And Nokian, we have standard, which are the ground kings, standard 2, which are the tractor kings, and back to the first ones. I think I'm going to go back for these chunky boys. And we've got design, we've got EU, which is what it's in, so you get the red and white striped safety signs. If we go US, we get the light bars on the back there instead. Then we can have monitor option, we can have none. So if you look along the monitor bar inside there near the other 2 monitors, we can add the field view monitor, the Kynes KPM 3 monitor, the Kynes Blue Vantage monitor, or we can have all 3 monitors. Then we can have 3-point link on the front. We can have 435 kilo weight, 650 weight, 980 weight, and then back to 3-point link. Engine setups, we have the Magnum 340 at 374 horsepower. We have the 340 power drive, it's also at 374 horsepower. We have the 380 CVX to 417 horsepower. Then we have the power drive 400 for 435 horsepower. And then back to either your CVX or your power drive transmission options. Main color, if I can get there, we have red or black. I don't mind the black. Rim color, we have grey or black, so you can have it completely blacked out, which actually looks pretty damn smick if you ask me. And license plate number there at the bottom. Yes, that is the CaseIH AFS Magnum Connect US EU series. Up next, following the case, we have... Oh yeah! We have this big bad boy. This is the Seedhawk pack by BCBUHLER and Forward Agricultural. 43.42 megabytes to download. In this pack you get the Seedhawk 660 air cart for 12 slots and the Seedhawk XL Toolbar 65 foot or 19.8 meters at 22 slots. So that's both the pack. So it is just a massive, huge seeder. So we'll unfold it. Runs at almost 20 meters wide, so you'll be planting your bigger fields a lot quicker now. And the air cart does hold seed and fertilizer, or it can hold all seed. I've just got all seed in there, so we'll drop that, to turn that on, we'll drop it down. And then we will lower the seeder, and then away we plant. It also looks like it is a direct drill as well. As you can see, it's taking out my wheat there on the edge. I'll just confirm that by going back and having a look, see if it says planted. It does, so it is a direct drill seeder, so that's very nice. It does have nice operating sounds. You can hear the air blower running there to push the seeds through to the seeder. Do need a fair bit of horsepower to pull this thing. But there are 3 tanks to fill up in the air cart. So if you hold L1 and click left on your D-pad, it will open the doors. So I've got seed in all of mine, but you can put seed in the first 2 tanks only and then put fertilizer or seed in the rear tank. So that fills up the first tank. Then you hit the open cover operation again. We'll move the conveyor to the next tank, hit it a 3rd time, and it will take it to the rear tank. Fill all that up, hit it 4th time, and it packs away the conveyor or the auger pipe and puts down the lids. You're filled and ready to go. You will find this beast of a seeder, which is now the largest seeder in the game of FS22 at this current moment. But you will find him under tools, under seeders, right there at the end. So you got the Seedhawk 660 air cart, $150,000 to buy. And then you've got the toolbar to go along with it, which is the Seedhawk XL Toolbar 65 foot, $225,000. Requires 450 horsepower to pull it, so you do need a hefty tractor. 19.8 meter working width, and will run at 15 kilometers per hour, and it will plant your wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybean, sorghum, oilseed, radish, and grass. Options in this are on the cart. We have Lizard wheel brand, BKT, Michelin, Midas, Elmer's, and back to Lizard. There's no option under Lizard. BKT, we can have the jewels like it's on it, or we can have the wides. Up to you which one you want to go for. Michelin's the same, you can have jewels or the wides. Midas, we have nothing, it's just wides. Elmer's, we get the crawler tracks, which is what I went for. I think that looks pretty good. And then back to Lizard. The tow system, you can have it tow between. So if it's tow between, then this will go directly on the back of your tractor, and then the big seeder will connect to the back drawbar of the cart there. You can change it to have tow behind. So if you notice all the air motors and the rails and that from the front come off, and the pipes that are sticking out the back there, the black and white pipes, then move to the front. So that means you can now put the seeder on directly behind your tractor, and then this behind the toolbar. Then we have a design, so you can have it as the Seedhawk, or you can have it under the Vaderstad colors if you wish, depending which one you like more. I don't mind the darker Seedhawk ones, but Vaderstad is pretty good as well. Then you can add the conveyor system. You can have it without it, so you can load that up manually by front loader or silo or something like that, or you can put the conveyor system on if you like and lower that down, make it a little bit easier to load. And then to match him, we have the Seedhawk XL Toolbar over here. So it's the same. We've got Lizard, Michelin, BKT, back to Lizard. Under Lizard, you can have singles or dual wheels on the rear. Michelin, we just get the wider tires. BKT, we get the duals. Back to Lizard. We can have the design color as Seedhawk or Vaderstad. And then the tow system, we have tow between. So that means how the white and grey pipes are out the front. That means your seed cart will go behind your tractor. This will go behind the seed cart. We can change that to tow behind. So now this will go behind your tractor, and then the seed cart will go behind this. As long as you can meld up the white and grey hoses the right way, then you shouldn't have a problem. But that is the Seedhawk seeder, guys. I'll be keeping that mod for myself on my upcoming farm projects. Moving on from the Seedhawk, we have these two tractors here. These come in the one pack in the New Holland 70 series by Smeddy. 19.31 megabytes to download. You get a 70 series super steer, the 12 slots, and then you just get the plain 70 series for 12 slots as well. I didn't see much of a difference between these two, but this one here is the super steer, the blue one in New Holland. I don't know, look, and I can't drive. It has a beacon, you have lights, you have horns, you have that, sounds like a bit of an older type diesel. It's got a bit of a turning delay there, I noticed. And then next to him we have in the Fiat Agri colours, as you can see there, the G240. It's the same tractor because there's a New Holland badge on the front. This is just the standard one. Doesn't seem to steer quite as... Maybe that's what it means. Maybe it cuts a tighter turning circle. The other one has the same beacons, lights, horn. And on the Fiat Agri one I have the front weight option on there, and then I have the 3-point link option on the New Holland one. Yes, very nice little tractors actually. I do not mind these at all. You'll find these under vehicles, large tractors, I'm pretty sure, down the end. Yep, there they are. So you get the New Holland 70 series super steer for $110,200. We'll go from 170 to 240 horsepower, has a power shift transmission, run at 40 kilometers per hour. Options are Trailer Borg, Michelin, Nokian, Midas, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trailer Borg. So all your standard trailer tyre brands. We all set up under Trailer Borg. We have wides, rear twin wheels, narrows, narrow twins, narrow twins all round, and back to standard. Michelin, we have standard, wide twins rear, twins all round, back to standard, so no narrows. Nokian, we just have communal. Midas, we have standard, wide rear twins all round, back to standard. Continental, standard, wide rear twins all round, standard, no narrows. BKT, we have standard, wide rear twins all round, standard. Vredestein, we have standard, wide rear twins all round, back to standard. And back to Trailer Borg. Brands, we have New Holland, Fiat Agri, or New Holland and Fiat Agri, whichever one you want to do. Attaches, we have standard, 1600 kilo weight, or 3-point link, whichever one you choose to go for. I prefer the 3-point link. I just think it makes the tractors a little bit more versatile. Engine setup, and this is the same for both models. You get the 170 Genesis Turbo for 170 horsepower, 190 for 190 horsepower, the 210 for 210 horsepower, the 240 for 240 horsepower, and then back to the 170. Main colour, we have New Holland Blue, Fiat Agri Red, New Holland 2, Fiat Agri 2. So one's a gloss, one's more of a matte. And we have black, white. And we have New Holland 3, which is the blue power colour by the look of it. Nice gloss, sort of metallic blue. And we've got the Fiat Agri 3, which is the same in the red. And we have design colour, which just changes the grille around the exhaust over here, so we can have it black, chrome, red or blue. And rim color, we can have anything on that palette. So we have white, grey, grey 2, black, black 2 or chrome. Completely up to you, and your license plate number at the bottom. And the 70 series is exactly the same options. It's got the same horsepower, same working speed and drive speed. It's just a little bit cheaper at $90,200. So we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, Midas, Continental, BKT, Redestein. We have the same tyre options on, just like the other one. We have the same brand options. Attachers, we have the same standard weight or 3-point. We got the engine set up exactly the same. And then colors exactly the same. And license plate number at the bottom. But yeah, that is the new Holland 70 series tractors, guys. And last but not least of all is this fella right here. This is the Rauch Aero 32.1 by Creative Mesh. 27.58 megabytes to download, will take 13 slots on console. It is a solid fertilizer spreader, goes out to 27 meters, but it runs a bit different. Doesn't have your spreader discs. It has a more controlled release system on a boom arm setup, which is very interesting. So we'll fold this out. Takes a little bit of time, but we can get it done. And then we can turn fertilizer on. You can open the cover. You can raise. I thought you could raise and lower it, but you can't. But yeah, it spreads fertilizer over your field like a liquid fertilizer. It just uses solid fertilizer. It has a nice steady flow rate, so it doesn't just chew through your fertilizer. Yeah, I don't mind that concept. Something a bit different. I think that is really cool. I love the sounds in this game. You hear all the oil hydraulic rams moving and the clunks and stuff of the metal. Yeah, that is so cool. I like that fertilizer. That is an awesome idea. And in saying that, guys, that wraps up this mod look video for the 4th of March 2022. I hope you liked the video. Hope it was informative enough for you. Hope you're having a great day, evening and good night wherever you may be. I'll catch you in the next video, and thanks for watching.